One of the best things I like about coming back to Colombia is that I get to visit with some of my animal friends again. Let me introduce you to some of them here. These are my two little bunny rabbit friends. There used to be three of them actually. They don't have any names. Here, this little guy used to be part of the group, but unfortunately he passed away during the workshop. So now there's only these two little guys over here. The chickens also had little chicks this year, so you can see the little guys snuggling close to their mom. And here they are walking through our eating area looking for food. I think Frodo might be thinking of having himself a little chicken dinner here, but they all get along. This is Rebecca, the parrot. And these are our little feline friends. Having a little nap.
Meow.
And here they are when they're a little bit more awake. And here is my best buddy Frodo, hanging out, getting petted. Here he's taking a nap, and here comes my other best buddy Sam. Sam and Frodo are good pals, and they guard over this place. And here is what they spend most of their time doing, scrounging for food. And they usually get it. All the animals get along here, although sometimes Rebecca is not impressed with the shenanigans of Sam and Frodo, as you can see from this clip. Well, it doesn't look like she's impressed at all. Let's say goodbye to our animal friends right now and travel to a sacred waterfall. Midweek, the group visits this waterfall where offerings are made and a purification ceremony takes place. Back at Cahuli's, if you're a plant lover, this is definitely the place to be. There are plants of all sorts all over the place, none of whose names I really know. But if you like taking pictures of plants, then this is definitely the place for you. Let's move on now to the Yopo ceremony. Yopo is another sacred plant, except that it is not made into a brew. It is actually ground up and you sniff it. Malabo, the gentleman in the hat, is the individual who leads these ceremonies. Byron on the left provides translation. Malabo first passes out ayahuasca root, which people are supposed to slowly chew and suck in the juice. The stuff tastes really, really bad, but it's part of the experience. He also takes time to answer any questions, like this question regarding the ayahuasca root he just handed out.
Do we have to chew it all now or also later when we sniff the yucca?
Mejor mascar todo antes que yo.
Por la mitad puede mascar, la mitad.
Ajá.
Entonces si quiere volver a saber el yopito, mascate nuevamente, sepa que le
Okay. You can chew the half at the beginning, and if you want to come for another sniff, you chew the rest before you come here. In that way you will feel the effect of the scent.
Malibu then sings a traditional song before starting the ceremony. After the song is over and people have finished chewing on their ayahuasca root, it's time to sniff. I'm not going to try and give you an idea of what the Yopo ceremony is like I did with the ayahuasca. However, I will just say that it's another amazing tool that allows you to discover a lot about yourself. The Sun Circle is a ceremony presided over by Grandfather Iktomi Shah. In it, men are invited to openly speak about any problems or fears or any issues they have in their lives, the idea being that if they get it out in the open, that it becomes very healing just to speak about it. At the same time, women have their equivalent called the Moon Circle. It is led by Adriana, Cohuili's wife, and in it women speak specifically about women's issues that or any problems that they have in their lives. Once again, idea being to get it out in the open to provide healing. After the two circles are finished, we break for dinner and then later gather for the Circle of Fire, where both sexes get together and are free to discuss anything that is significant to them. Another ceremony that takes place during the workshop is called the Lawampi ceremony in the Lakota tradition. It is presided over by Grandfather Iktomi Shah. However, there are no pictures or video of this ceremony since photography or video is prohibited. It wouldn't make much of a difference anyway though, because the ceremony takes place in the Maloka, which is completely pitch black dark. During the workshop, there are a number of little critters that come by and say hello to us. Let me introduce you to some of them now. There are all kinds of beautiful butterflies hanging around the place, and some pretty impressive looking spiders as well. This little guy coming up was visiting us during dinner, and we were actually quite impressed by how quickly he was motoring along the dinner table. Every now and again we get visited in our guest Maloka by these little scorpion guys. And this beautiful tarantula guy came strolling through the Maloka one time after ceremony. Quite handsome, isn't he?